Good evening, everyone. What a beautiful evening for a wonderful night of jazz with Mike Tomaro and his Tentet. So I'm Renee Bodie. I am the general manager here at Soka Performing Arts Center. And this is Jim Merod, our esteemed faculty member, who is really the driving force behind our jazz series here at Soka. Thank you. We are going to be having the incredible six-time Grammy winner, Dionne Warwick, will be opening our 24-25 season. Yes. And now I will turn it over to my dear friend and colleague, Jim Merod.
Thank you, Renee. I'm glad you're here on a blurry, blustery night or whatever the heck it's doing out there, despite what's going on overseas in a world that wants to fall apart or come apart at the seams. We put ourselves together here, I think, now and then with music like you're going to hear tonight. A brief story about the head honcho here, Mike Tomaro, a man who I met 9 years ago or so. I was in Pittsburgh doing my normal thing, as I often did in Pittsburgh. I was part of an intellectual collective, and I stagger into this gin joint, and there's this guy playing with Benny Golson, and I was taken with his music, taken with him, and Benny Golson was blown away. The long and the short of it is, here tonight, this Tentet is his inspiration, your good luck. And if your ears are open and your heart is not yet full, it will be, because this man writes music, arranges music, and breathes and shares music, the like of which, I mean this sincerely, is rare on the earth. Welcome to Mike Tomaro's Tentet.
Well, thank you so much. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, man. I'm so glad you came out. I am so thrilled to be here on the left coast. I have not been here for how many years now, Jeff? 9, 10 years, something like that. I've been out here. It's been a long time since I've been out, right? Yeah. I asked Jeff because one of my great friends. So anyway, we're so glad you're here this evening. That tune we started with was the tune by the great Wayne Shorter called Yes or No. On piano, you heard Jeremy Siskind. Glenn Cashman on tenor saxophone. Zach Niess on trombone. And Ryan Don on drums. So I'll try not to talk too much, but it's an interesting thing that this all came about. As Jim mentioned, we met several years ago, and I would get these emails occasionally from this guy saying, we'll eventually get you out here. And I was, much to my surprise and delight, in October when Renee gave me a call and asked me to do this. And I said, me? I said, what, who? You know, and so she explained how this all happened. So my next challenge then was to try to put a band together. Again, I'm an East Coaster, but I started to go through my memory banks and was able to remember some of my friends from years ago and ask them. One of the first friends I asked is Keith Bishop. Keith was originally from Pittsburgh, and so I'm thrilled he's on baritone saxophone. Yeah, right, sorry, yeah. That's qualified. And then Glenn, well, this one happened. This was me on Facebook saying, let's see, I need another saxophone player. Who can I find? And Glenn puts a post up on Facebook, and I went, oh my God, Glenn Cashman. Glenn Cashman from Baltimore. You've already clapped for him, but yes. Jeff Jarvis and I mentioned Jeff for a minute. Jeff and I have been friends for a long, long time. He used to be a co-owner of a company that published a lot of my original music. And so I knew Jeff was out here, and I definitely had to enlist him to play. So Jeff Jarvis on trumpet. I'm sort of going through the people I know, and then I'll talk about the people that I haven't, that are my new friends. So this young man here on trombone is the son of one of my best friends back in my days from the Army. Matt Niess and I were best friends. He knows a lot of secrets about me that I've asked him not to tell. And but his son, Zach, is really tearing it up these days. So Zach Niess on trombone. The new friends I met are the other members of the band, and I am so thrilled to have them through different connections we were able to find. Again, I know you've clapped for a few of these people, but I ask you to clap again. Jeremy Siskind on piano. And you're going to hear from all of them later. Andy Waddell on guitar. Michael Parchaiski on bass. And our lead trumpet player, Chad Willis. All right, enough talk from me. Now we're going to get into some of, so I have an album that came out in October. We're going to play some stuff from that in a minute, but this is a piece that really hasn't seen the light of day publicly. This is a piece that I wrote for my wonderful fiancée. Her name is Harumi, which translated from Japanese means sunny and beautiful. So here is Harumi. Thank you very much. How about a hand for Michael Parchaiski on bass? So the next piece we're going to play for you is from the album. Like I said, this was released in October. It's on all the streaming services. It's called Four Seasons under my name. Not the Mike Tomaro Big Band, just Mike Tomaro, if you're interested in checking that out. But this tune is based on an incredibly simplistic idea that I hopefully made a mountain out of a molehill. This is actually just based on 8 minor chords in a row that have no functionality between them. But the idea is to try to make something out of this. So this piece is called Continuum. Have it for Jeff Jarvis on trumpet. Glenn Cashman on tenor saxophone. So as musicians, and I guess particularly my life has been one of those that's, I've never been on a schedule. In fact, Harumi talks to me about it all the time. She says, you have no idea what a schedule is. I said, I have never had a schedule in my entire life. So something's got to ground you, okay? And so I've had a lot of angels in my life. And the three I wrote this next piece for are my wife and my two children, who are now 24 and 27. This is Angels. Thank you very much. Those angels. And it's hard to believe we've already come to the last tune in the first half. Incredible. This has gone by so fast. I've been looking forward to this for, well, ever since Renee called me in October, thinking this is like the pinnacle. And this is certainly the pinnacle. I'm so sad it's going by so quickly. So again, this being a very special moment for me, I'm going to make it a special moment for you, I hope, because we're going to premiere a brand new piece that no one has ever heard before. One of the things that's happened to me, a lot of my music is kind of just based on my experiences, and I had the lovely experience after 14 years of finally being on sabbatical this semester, which is a wonderful thing for a college professor, being freed of all the rigors of the daily thing. And so this next piece I wrote during this sabbatical, I actually just finished it, a few weeks ago. And it kind of describes my feeling during this whole time. This is called Elation. Waddell on guitar.
Elation!
Yo! Thank you so much. We're going to take a break.